will see his face. Those who call on Señor and Jehovah and Yakapupa, Pakakuka, Kakakaka, Pakistan, and Shanakistan. Well, they may be living in some of the light coming from the New Jerusalem, but I doubt they will see his face. I finally figured out the sacred name stuff. I've been teaching it for 10 years and I never fully figured it out. Where do all the Christians go who insist on calling him Jesus, even if they know better?
Oh boy.
They'll still go to the New Jerusalem, but they're going to have the light of the Lamb. They're not going to see his face. They'll be saved, and they're going to walk in the light of the city. But you read Revelation 22:4, we've got his name on our foreheads, and when he sees his name in our foreheads, a manifestation of what's in our heart, we get to see his face. Read it. Yahweh will show it to you.
Hallelujah.
But they'll still be in the city.
Hallelujah.
They'll still be in the city. That's the favor of Yahweh. How about being in the city and not seeing his face, just dwelling in his light? That's good enough, but it's even better.
They get the whole thing. More.
Read it. Yahweh will show it to you. It took me 10 years, but I'm there now. It's a lot easier than the church is outside the gate, and the Baptists are under the gate, and the Methodistas are above the... How many try to figure out these explanations? Those who keep the Torah are with the Lamb. Those who reject the Torah are walking their dogs around the gate. Those who thought about the Torah are somewhere under the gate, but they're there. So the bride is inside, and the non-bride is, the kola is inside, and the unkola is outside. No, it's none of the above. None of the above. Everyone's in the city. Some are happy with the light. Some want to see the face of the Lamb. And the prerequisite is to know Yahweh's name. Hallelujah. And to use Yahweh's name. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This way Yahweh can't accuse of being a respecter of persons. Romans 2:11 says Yahweh is not a respecter of persons. What he does for one, he'll do for another. There's no part of his bride that'll be outside the city. Even though they don't keep the Torah. Neither do we. Who the heck are we kidding? Have you built a hospital for the cancer patients, for the Alzheimer's? We don't even have a yeshiva. We don't even have a Hebrew Nazarene day school. The only one that I knew of in Fort Lauderdale, I had to take my daughter out in the 3rd grade because they were laughing and eating ham sandwiches. So I said, if I'm going to pay all that money for her to eat ham sandwiches, I'll send her to a Christian school. We don't have nothing, so we make fun of the church for disobeying the Torah, but we don't do it either. We know it, but we don't do it. But we will have matzo ball cooking classes, and we'll have classes on how to make tzitzit.
Well,
But we send the widow and the orphan to the Catholic Church because they've got the funds. Pardon me while I get that off of my chest. Those who wish to see me and take hold of my kingdom must through trouble and suffering receive me. Thanks, Yeshua. I think I discovered that. And now, how nice. How nice. Next week, in Barnava chapter 8, we're going to go, the theme is going to shift from Yom HaKippurim, the Day of Atonement, to the sacrifice of the red heifer. How do you say red heifer in Hebrew? Para Adama. Write it down. Para Adama. The red heifer. Para Adama. So next week we're going to, Barnava is going to show us how Yeshua is the fulfillment of the Para Adama. This week he showed us how the Azazel was the fulfillment of Yom HaKippurim. Yeshua was the fulfillment. And Rachel, the bush, is the fulfillment of the body. And the only way we will get to eat that fruit and drink that honey of the kingdom is the thorns of a believing life. The difficulties of a believing life. We love you. Shabbat Shalom. Please stay for dinner. Yeshua's name. Guess who's coming to dinner? You are. Shabbat shalom. Toda rabba.